Hi.
My name is Whisper, and in this video, I want to redesign a character from one of my favorite animes, Elizabeth Linus from the Seven Deadly Sins. Out of all characters in the show, I have to say that she's probably one of my least favorites. Personality wise, she is pretty bland, but only in my opinion. She's a bit naive and very trusting, wants to do everything for her country, and is a cute girl, TM. Her outfit is based on fan service, super short and revealing, which personally I find a bit weird for a 16-year-old. Realistically speaking, that skirt would be showing literally everything, so I always hated that. Not to mention her one eye covered hairstyle. It's very anime, typical, but she runs around really trying to get something done in her country, saving people and whatnot, with just one eye. That'd be so impractical and actually annoying. I used to be that kind of kid, and that stuff pokes your eye all the time. Also, she is 16 at the start of the show. Spoilers, by the way. But then is able to turn into a goddess form and regains all of her memories. Well, we also need to talk about that. I was very disappointed when I saw that whole reveal, honestly. It's just her with orange eyes and wings. The wings themselves are not my favourite in that style. Personally, I love more natural looking and a bit more realistic wings because if they aren't, I just can't stop looking how wonky they look and it kind of brings me out of the mood, you know? Anyway, so my goal for this one was to make Elizabeth have a bit more of a realistic and wearable design, more appropriate for a teenager too, and secondly, make the goddess design a bit more otherworldly, because she just looked like a typical angel character, not a goddess. So let's start with Elizabeth in her human form. Um, Personally, I first of all made her skirt longer, which just gives her more freedom to actually move in and actually won't reveal everything as she walks past someone or there's a slight breeze going on. Second of all, I tied her hair up because if anyone with long hair is watching this, you'll know, like, having your long hair out and actually running or fighting or doing all the things that she's shown in the show doing is going to be incredibly hard. I still kept her earrings, of course, because that's a major plot point, and no particular reason why, but I gave her a flower crown because I thought it would be cute, and that would be one of the accessories she would really love to wear because, well, why not? Flowers, flowers are cute. They're cute, but I also um why I tied her hair up is so that both of her eyes are free and she can technically see properly and have depth perception and not have to deal with hair poking her eyeball every 10 seconds while moving. I kept the color scheme pretty similar, pretty the same. The purple and the pinks, those were pretty well together, and I think that would be perfectly fine for her. The shirt, I think I left pretty much the same. I just gave an apron because, as a maid in a bar, you'd it would be pretty helpful to have like an apron where you have a pocket where you can put the money in, and just to prevent spilled beer, something to actually stain your clothing or something like that. I actually did enjoy the frills that she has on her sleeves, so I definitely kept those because I think it's just actually a really good design. Like, I think it gives the pretty plain shirt a bit of pop. These these things she had on her shirt to prevent the boob window she got from popping open. I don't know why that was there, but I did keep those because it's more of a design. Like, I don't. It doesn't really have any purpose. It just looks good. I also gave her this belt with a pocket on it because, as pretty much everyone who wears a skirt knows, is if you wear a skirt, you don't have any pockets, or a dress. Typically, you don't have any pockets, and in a world like that, you should always like have something with you for self defense, either be just a small knife or just money or anything. It's practical to have at least something to carry that around, and everyone else kind of has something. I mean, Diane has a backpack, and Meliodas has glass pockets. Plus, band, I think, also has pockets. I think everyone has something to carry their stuff around, just not Elizabeth, which I find kind of weird and odd. Um, I kept the one sock up, and the shoes essentially also the same because, well, the shoes are a bit impractical for running in, but I drew her in a maid outfit, and like, yeah. So I did like the asymmetry of of the one stocking and the one lost. Kind of gives the appearance of her being a little bit clumsy, which she is, and just having misplaced or broken the other stocking, and now she's got just one. Um, I think the yeah, the colors are kept pretty much the same. I might have just pinked them all a little bit so that it fit pretty well together, but I also didn't change much about them. And due to the plot actually being like that, Elizabeth's reincarnation is related to druids, and I personally just really like characters with white hair, silver hair. I definitely kept that, and I didn't really change much about it because I think it also just adds something a little bit different about her. I find the color scheme of her original design, this this it's not this pink, but it's this more like flesh colored salmon maybe that I actually genuinely really liked. I also think the like I said the asymmetry, it looks good. Just removed it from the hair because it just doesn't make sense for her to have that. It's it's just not practical. It might look neat because she's got the asymmetry going with the stocking, with the shoe, but I just still think I, it's a pet peeve of mine when the character has a hairstyle or like some clothing style that just doesn't work. Not really. So almost done with the redesign of Elizabeth. I mean, personally, I think I should have probably lightened up her design a little bit because I had these few things of brightness in there, like from the pocket. Pretty happy with the redesign, and now we're gonna be looking at the goddess redesign. I just when the reveal came, I was expecting kind of like something actual ethereal, something beautiful, yeah, actually, if they're just angels. They look like angels, not goddesses. Their wings are a bit weird. I think I already said that. So I took a step back and said, okay, I would really like for the wings to be in there because duh, and four wings because Elizabeth is literally the daughter of the supreme deity, so why not? But when I think of something holy, something like a goddess, I'm thinking glowing bright light, too bright for you to look at, something powerful that makes you feel at peace immediately while looking at it. This feeling when you step into a church. So I thought, okay, let's let's incorporate that, and I hope I conveyed it. I know that it's not my best design, I'll admit, and I'm not too happy with it. Just the lighting to get it properly right, to make it actually seem like Elizabeth is this glowing brightness of pure light and goodness, which the goddesses want everyone to believe that they are. So I hope that came across. Now, looking at the finished product, I'm pretty happy with the Elizabeth in her human form. I think it's just taking her original design from the show, making it a bit more realistic, a bit more actually wearable, what I wanted to do, and I also pretty much just kept her the same. From the goddess redesign, it didn't quite come across as I wanted it to, but I think it might be a bit hard to incorporate into animation, but then again, we all know Seven Deadly Sins quality of animation. Cough, cough. Look at season 3. Um, but I'm gonna say I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I don't know who I'm gonna do next. I might just do Meliodas because Likewise to Elizabeth Goddess' design, I was also fairly disappointed in Meliodas' demon design. I'll talk more in depth about that in the next video, but yeah, I think this is it for this video. Thank you for watching if you stuck around till the end. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.